All right, I came across this article, and it's just blows once again just blows my mind. You can see it on the screen. It says accused serial scammer targets landlord in Charlotte, thousands of dollars in rent still unpaid. So essentially, what I'm going to do is I'll just go ahead and play this video. It's the same. You can read it, but the video just pretty much reiterates the text. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this thing.
Serial scammer is causing a lot of headaches for property owners in Charlotte. Court documents show 8 different landlords say that they were tricked into renting out their properties to her but never got paid for it.
WCCB Charlotte's Emma Mondo live in studio tonight. Emma, you got a chance to talk with 2 of these property owners today. What did they have to say about all of this?
Yeah, Morgan, well, they're furious, to say the least. According to those landlords, Jessica Springs not only lied about her identity, but also sublet the home to unfit tenants, all while pocketing the money for herself and never paying rent. Casey Wilson is a first-time landlord. She says her first tenant was not paying rent for a few months, so she filed the paperwork to evict her. While in court, she noticed something wasn't right.
So I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, there's my tenant's name. And the name next to it wasn't my name, and I thought there was like a clerical error. And then I realized that it was the docket up from the day before.
Through more research, she met Austin Duke, another landlord who was also evicting the same tenant. The tenant's name is Jessica Springs, or Latour Williams, depending on the day. Wilson and Duke say Springs has signed leases with them, as well as 6 other people since August.
That's just it. It's insane. 6 other people, and who knows? These are people that brought cases against this woman.
2023 throughout the Charlotte area. Sometimes she uses her real name and info to lease property. She also is accused of using the social security number of Latour Williams, a doctor from Georgia. Duke and Wilson say Springs leased their properties through Zillow. I asked Zillow how Springs.
Now, see, this is a big thing with Zillow. They were relying on Zillow to do the background check. Never, ever, ever rely on somebody else. You should be doing that background check. I'll have when I was buying houses, when I was rehabbing houses, I was buying between 3 to 5, 5 to 8 houses a month, depending on like the month and in the year and things like that. And then oftentimes, if I couldn't sell it, I would either do a rent to own or I would do a rental. And I would always use this service, and I'll link it in the description below. They did a complete background check. They did a verification on that person. They verified the license, the social security number, the whole 9 yards. Zillow 100%, I think, dropped the ball on this.
Brings past their background and credit checks. They have not replied.
So she's using what seems to be real info. It's just that it's not her info.
Exactly.
She's also accused of subleasing these homes to other people, which Duke and Wilson do not allow in their contracts. Springs would allegedly pocket the subletters' rent money, never pay the property owner. Wilson says she also has questions about the subletters.
It seems that they all are aware to some extent that it's a scam, whether it's family or these people have been referred to her as being able to get them a lease through kind of unethical means, and they all seem to be in on it.
Duke says Spring owes him over $10,000, and Wilson says Spring owes her over $12,000. Both tell me they've tried to involve the police, who've told him that so far this is a civil matter, not criminal.
Now, that's the other thing. How is this a civil matter and not criminal? Fraud. Using another person's Social Security. I don't get that. I mean, this guy's out like I think $10,000. She's out $12,000.
They have a warning for other property owners in the area.
It's at least 8 or 9, 10 other people that we know of. So this is not just she's just making $1,000 or $2,000. No, she's causing financial harm and damage to people using, at this point, fraudulent information that's not hers. That's criminal.
And that's just what blows me away. How is this how could this be a civil case? I mean, this should 100% be criminal. But in any event, I just saw this, and I just wanted to get this out there. Just you definitely need to be doing your due diligence with this. like I said, I used the service. I think I started using them back in 2019. I haven't purchased property since like 2021 or yeah, like 2020 or something like that. Yeah, and so just do your due diligence. I'll link that information in the description, and maybe I'll possibly pin it in the comments section. That old saying, trust but verify. I know Ronald Reagan made it popular, but I think it was like Suzanne. I think it's Suzanne Macy. She's she was the one that kind of coined it, translated it into English, and then after the Cold War. And yes, I'm old enough to remember that. And I remember specifically when Ronald Reagan started actually saying that. And so, he actually starts saying trust but verify. It's just, especially when it comes to your rentals and just anything in general, right? But, when you have hundreds of thousands of dollars at stake here, you should 100% be trust but verify the information. This just blows my mind that, I don't know. I guess anything is possible, right? I just feel bad for all the people that were scammed out of their money, and who knows? Nothing will probably happen to her. But I just want to pass this along. Just if you are buying properties and if you are renting them, just please do your due diligence. Always trust but verify, and I'll link that information in the description below. And also, I'll also pin it in the comments section. I may even do a card. I'm not sure yet. And like I said, it's been a service that I've used, that I heavily relied on for years. And the lady that I was working with there at the service that did these background checks, 100% saved my bacon quite a few times on people. So I'll link all that information below. Just let me know what your thoughts are. If you've had bad experiences, with something like this, or if you just want to chime in. I just feel so bad for them. Unbelievable. But anyway, all right, guys, I will talk to you later, and you guys have a really good day. Bye.